Yo, listen up, because what I'm about to spill might just blow your mind. Drakies, the champagne poppy himself, might be staring down the collapse of his empire. And no, this isn't just gossip, people. Emotions ran high behind the scenes as the whispers started circulating, the very foundations of Drake's reign in the rap game are cracking. And some of the biggest names in hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, apparently saw it coming all along. Can you imagine? Fans are shocked, and the social media world is already lit, with memes, heated debates, and diehard stans picking sides faster than you can refresh your timeline. The rumors started quietly, like a storm rolling in from the distance. But insiders say tensions exploded when Drake's inner circle reportedly turned on each other, accusing one another of leaking tracks, sabotaging deals, and even questioning loyalty within the family. You heard that right, the family was left divided. And sources close to the artist say that late-night arguments got so intense that security had to step in. And while Drake's empire seemed untouchable on the surface, behind the velvet ropes, it was chaos. Meanwhile, Kendrick and Cole were allegedly watching from the sidelines, shaking their heads. They'd been predicting a shakeup in Drake's empire for months, warning that creative burnout, strained relationships, and business missteps were all ticking time bombs. But nobody thought it would get this dramatic. Until now. There are whispers of secret studio confrontations, heated phone calls, and even public digs on social media that fans haven't fully pieced together yet. This isn't just about music hits, power struggles, betrayal, and the kind of drama that could rewrite the rap hierarchy entirely. And if you think it stops there, think again. Because the next twist in this saga might just leave Drake rethinking everything he thought he knew about loyalty, fame, and his legacy. The story really starts in the dimly lit corners of Toronto, where sources say Drake's recent studio sessions were far from the glamorous vibe fans see on Instagram. Insiders reveal that tensions had been building for months. Emotions ran high as Drake's longtime producer allegedly clashed with his manager over the direction of his next album. "You're not listening to the vision," the producer reportedly shouted during one late-night session, voice cracking with frustration. The manager shot back, "Vision? Your vision is losing money." The room reportedly erupted into chaos, with crew members trying to mediate while the artist himself sat silently, staring at the floor, visibly torn. Fans outside would have never guessed the storm brewing inside. Rumors say the discord wasn't just creative. There were whispers about financial disputes, secret deals gone wrong, and even leaked contracts that left Drake questioning who he could really trust. Family and close friends reportedly got involved, and the atmosphere grew toxic. One insider claimed that a heated argument between Drake and his cousin, who also acts as a personal advisor, ended with the cousin storming out of the house, slamming doors so hard that neighbors called security. "Drake's family has never been this divided," said a source close to the household. "They're screaming at each other, crying. It's like the empire is crumbling from the inside." While this internal drama unfolded, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole allegedly were quietly observing from the sidelines. Sources claim that both artists had been predicting this scenario for months. Cole supposedly told a close friend, "This is going to explode sooner or later." Pride and ego can only last so long in an empire built on hype. Kendrick reportedly added, "He's talented, but he's burning the candle at both ends. Eventually, the fire consumes everything." What's remarkable is that they didn't just speak about it, they were allegedly making moves to capitalize on the situation, strengthening their networks, reconnecting with old collaborators, and subtly increasing their visibility. Fans of Drake noticed it too, some pointing out cryptic social media posts that hinted at tension, though nobody could piece together the full story until now. As the drama escalated, another layer of betrayal reportedly emerged. Sources say one of Drake's closest collaborators allegedly leaked a snippet of an unreleased track, causing a huge rift. Emotions ran high when Drake confronted the person in his studio, shouting, "You don't respect this family. You don't respect my craft." The accused supposedly defended themselves, claiming it was a strategic leak to generate hype. The confrontation allegedly lasted hours, ending with both parties storming out and the track being pulled from circulation indefinitely. Insiders say this event became a tipping point, signaling to the world that Drake's empire might be more fragile than anyone imagined. Meanwhile, fans began to notice subtle shifts. Social media chatter intensified, with posts hinting at betrayal, frustration, and disappointment. One fan tweeted, "Drake's vibe feels off, like he's losing control of everything." Another claimed Kendrick and Cole always knew what was coming. You can see them smiling quietly in interviews. The reaction online only fueled the drama, creating a feedback loop where rumors grew wilder and emotions ran even higher. Memes emerged, some cruel, some humorous, all capturing the sense that something monumental was happening behind closed doors. Insiders also report that the pressure affected Drake personally. One source described seeing him break down during a private moment, crying over the state of his empire. "He's human," the insider said. "People forget that. The weight of the fame, the money, the loyalty tests, it's all collapsing on him." Sources claim friends tried to console him, but the cracks were too deep. The emotional stakes weren't just about music or money. It was about legacy, respect, and personal pride. The drama reportedly reached a point where even staff members were questioning their loyalty, unsure if they were part of building an empire or watching it fall apart. The situation took another dramatic turn when social media posts, LLEGEDLY, revealed a secret meeting between Kendrick, Cole, and a few industry insiders. Sources claimed the conversation was heated but strategic. Cole reportedly said, "We have to be ready if he stumbles. It's not about taking shots. It's about surviving the shakeup." Kendrick allegedly added, "Drake's fans are loyal, but loyalty only lasts so long. If he falters, we have to be prepared." These whispers fueled even more speculation. Fans began analyzing interviews, song lyrics, and live performances for hidden messages, interpreting everything as part of a larger war brewing in the hip-hop world. Back in Toronto, the empire's internal conflicts reportedly worsened. Another alleged incident involved a family dinner where emotions erupted in front of close friends and security. One relative reportedly shouted, "You've changed. The empire isn't about music anymore. It's about power." Drake allegedly fired back, "You don't understand what it takes to stay on top." The argument supposedly left the entire household in shock, with some members reportedly crying, others packing bags, and one even calling a lawyer to protect their interests. Sources say that night, Drake reportedly stayed in his home studio alone, replaying moments from the argument, questioning decisions, and considering drastic changes to his team. Then came the financial rumors. Sources claim that a series of questionable investments and deals left parts of Drake's empire vulnerable. There are whispers of mismanaged funds, backroom contracts gone awry, and alleged betrayals from people he trusted most. One insider described Drake as paranoid, double-checking everything, questioning loyalty at every corner. Reportedly, he began contacting old collaborators, reconnecting with former mentors, and even reaching out to artists he had been distant from, trying to rebuild trust and secure his empire from crumbling completely. Amid all this chaos, sources say Kendrick and Cole remained calculatingly quiet, dropping subtle hints but avoiding direct confrontation. Apparently, they were preparing for a moment when Drake would need to show weakness publicly. Rumors indicate that Cole even reached out to industry contacts to discuss potential collaborations, indirectly positioning himself to benefit from any fallout. Kendrick, known for his strategic mind, allegedly planned to leverage the situation to highlight his artistry and business acumen, making sure the public would see him as steady while Drake's world seemed shaky. Sources also describe the emotional toll on Drake's inner circle. Longtime friends reportedly felt torn. some staying loyal, while others allegedly entertained offers from competing labels or collaborators. One alleged conversation overheard by a crew member went like this: "He's breaking apart. Do we stay or do we go?" The reply: "We stay, but only if he proves he can lead again. Otherwise, loyalty will cost us everything." Insiders say moments like this made the internal atmosphere even more tense, with trust evaporating and suspicion running rampant. And as part one of this drama closes, insiders report that a major public fallout was imminent. Drake was allegedly preparing a statement, while Kendrick and Cole's teams watched carefully, ready to respond strategically. Sources say that fans had no idea the storm they were about to witness, and that the next move could reshape the entire rap landscape. Insiders hint at a shocking leak, possibly revealing the most private and dramatic details of Drake's empire. And that what happens next will be talked about for years. The emotional stakes, the hidden betrayals, the family tension, and the strategic sidelines of Kendrick and Cole all set the stage for a dramatic confrontation that fans could only imagine. The story isn't just about music anymore. It's about power, legacy, and survival in a world where trust is scarce and every move is scrutinized. Part 1 ends with the empire at a tipping point, the pieces scattered, and the next chapter promising explosive revelations as the days passed after the Toronto drama. Insiders claim that the tension around Drake's empire only grew thicker. Sources say that a secret phone call allegedly took place between Drake and one of his closest confidants. A conversation so heated that staff members reportedly had to step out, unable to listen to the screaming. "You're tearing everything apart," the confidant allegedly yelled. "I've never seen someone so stubborn and self-destructive." Drake reportedly fired back, his voice cold but trembling. "If you think you know what it takes to run this empire, then maybe you should take over." The conversation allegedly ended with the confidant hanging up, leaving Drake pacing his mansion, replaying every word in his head, questioning alliances, and considering who could truly be trusted. Meanwhile, Kendrick and Cole were allegedly making subtle moves behind the scenes. Insiders say Cole reached out to Drake's former collaborators under the guise of friendly networking, while secretly gauging their loyalty. Kendrick reportedly met with key industry figures, quietly assessing Drake's vulnerabilities. Fans on social media began noticing subtle hints, tweets, story posts, and interviews that seemed like casual statements, but, according to insiders, were strategic nudges designed to let the public know that while Drake's empire may be shaky, other kings were watching, waiting, and ready. The tension reportedly escalated further when a leaked text message allegedly surfaced online, supposedly from one of Drake's team members to a rival label. The text, which fans dissected endlessly, hinted at mismanagement, secret feuds, and financial instability. Emotions ran high and rumors spread like wildfire. Some fans defended Drake, claiming the leaks were fabricated, while others began to question the strength of his empire. Insiders say Drake was furious, calling late-night emergency meetings with his team, demanding answers and confronting people face-to-face. One alleged confrontation included Drake slamming his phone on the table, shouting, "I trusted you. How could you let this happen?" The accused reportedly tried to justify the leak, but the room reportedly fell silent, the weight of betrayal hanging in the air like smoke. As the internal chaos intensified, the family drama reportedly reached a breaking point. Sources claim that one family member, frustrated by the continuous arguments and public scrutiny, allegedly threatened to go public with intimate details of Drake's personal life. "You think you're untouchable?" the relative allegedly yelled during a heated confrontation. "The world will see the cracks you're trying to hide." Emotions ran high, with tears, shouting, and broken trust. Insiders say Drake attempted to calm the situation, but the damage was done. The family was reportedly left divided, some loyal, some openly critical, and some quietly plotting their own moves. At the same time, sources claim that a studio confrontation between Drake and a longtime producer escalated into a full-blown argument. Allegedly, The producer accused Drake of prioritizing fame over music, saying, "You used to care about the art. Now it's all about money, clout, and who's next to betray you." Drake reportedly shot back, "Don't lecture me on loyalty. You've made your choices." The confrontation allegedly lasted hours, with crew members describing the atmosphere as electric, tense, and unpredictable. Sources say that disagreement ended with both parties leaving the studio separately. The vibe so toxic that insiders believed it could mark the beginning of the end of long-standing collaborations. Amid all this, rumors of public digs began circulating. Insiders say Kendrick and Cole allegedly made subtle references during interviews that fans quickly interpreted as shade toward Drake. Cole reportedly joked in one podcast about empires built on illusions, while Kendrick casually mentioned the importance of staying grounded when everything feels like it's spinning. Fans immediately pieced these moments together, speculating on hidden messages and secret tensions, fueling social media chaos. Memes, threads, and speculation flooded the internet, creating an atmosphere where the drama was not just private, it was public, messy, and impossible to ignore. The alleged financial instability reportedly reached new levels. Insiders claim that backroom deals went wrong, contracts were disputed, and some of Drake's most trusted business partners allegedly considered pulling out. Sources describe Drake's reaction as a mix of disbelief and fury, reportedly shouting, "After everything I've built, you're going to leave me hanging." Friends and confidants allegedly tried to intervene, but insiders say that trust had eroded so much that even familiar faces were unsure who to believe. The drama reportedly bled into social media again, with fans speculating on hidden truths, while industry insiders reportedly whispered about possible shakeups that could redefine the rap hierarchy. As part of this ongoing chaos, sources say an unexpected twist occurred, a supposed reconciliation attempt that backfired. Drake allegedly invited a key family member and longtime collaborator to his mansion for a private dinner, hoping to mend relationships and rebuild trust. Emotions ran high from the start, with accusations and defensive responses dominating the evening. One alleged moment included Drake slamming a glass on the table, saying, "I'm trying to fix this, but you keep tearing it apart." The other person reportedly shouted back, "You're not listening. Everything is falling apart and you're pretending it's fine." Insiders say the dinner ended with everyone storming out, leaving the mansion in silence, the empire more fractured than ever. Amid this turmoil, sources claim that Drake allegedly discovered a plot within his own team. Supposedly, one member was secretly negotiating with rival labels, trying to leverage Drake's unstable position for personal gain. Emotions reportedly ran sky high when Drake found out, confronting the person with a mix of anger and disbelief. "I raised you in this game, and this is how you repay me." The alleged betrayal reportedly left the room in shock, with staff members reportedly questioning their own positions and loyalties. Insiders say that from this point, paranoia became part of the daily routine, with Drake double-checking contracts, meetings, and even casual conversations, unsure who could truly be trusted at the same time. Sources claim that Kendrick and Cole continued quietly positioning themselves. Allegedly, Cole reached out to Drake's former collaborators again, suggesting subtle hints at upcoming projects without being overt. Kendrick reportedly held private studio sessions with mutual friends and industry figures, analyzing potential opportunities that could arise from Drake's empire showing cracks. Fans speculated endlessly, interpreting interviews, performances, and even lyrics as signs of an impending showdown. Insiders say this calculated quietness added fuel to the fire, making Drake's instability even more visible, while maintaining the aura of a strategic chess game being played out in public. As part 2 of the saga closes, insiders hint at an upcoming public moment that could change everything. Allegedly, Drake was preparing to make a statement, release a track, or appear in a major event that would either solidify his dominance or expose just how fragile his empire had become. Emotions ran high, not just behind the scenes, but online, with fans debating, arguing, and predicting every move. Insiders say that the tension, betrayals, and strategic positioning of Kendrick and Cole have set the stage for a showdown that no one saw coming, a collision of talent, ego, and legacy that could redefine the rap world entirely. Part 2 ends with the empire teetering, the pieces scattered, and Drake caught between trust, betrayal, and strategic moves from the artists who've allegedly been watching him all along. The next chapter promises shocking confrontations, new alliances, and twists that fans will not believe. The tension, reportedly, reached an all-time high when insiders say that Drake was spotted leaving his mansion late one night, reportedly heading to a private studio session that some sources claim turned into a full-blown confrontation. Allegedly, the session was meant to finalize new music and mend some fractured relationships. But instead, emotions ran high, voices were raised, and secrets spilled. One insider said it was like a storm had hit the room. Drake was furious, the team was defensive, and no one knew who was going to walk out first. Reportedly, Drake shouted, "I built this empire, and you're all trying to tear it down piece by piece." The producer allegedly responded, "We're not tearing it down, we're just tired of pretending everything is fine." The clash reportedly ended with Drake storming out, leaving collaborators confused and the atmosphere in the studio electric with tension. Sources claim that during this time, Kendrick and Cole were allegedly making moves that were impossible to ignore. Insiders say Cole was reportedly hosting private listening sessions with top industry figures, subtly dropping hints about potential collaborations and positioning himself as a stable alternative. Kendrick, on the other hand, allegedly focused on strategic messaging, carefully releasing interviews and lyrics that fans began decoding as subtle critiques of Drake's current situation. The public reportedly picked up on every nuance, dissecting interviews and performances for hidden meanings, creating a digital frenzy that made the drama nearly impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, the alleged family feud reportedly continued to spiral out of control. Sources say a private dinner turned into a chaotic confrontation when emotions ran high. One family member reportedly accused Drake of losing touch with reality, shouting, "You think you're untouchable, but your empire is cracking." Drake allegedly responded, "I've sacrificed more than you'll ever understand." The heated argument allegedly ended with plates being thrown and members storming out, leaving the house in chaos. Insiders claim that the family was left divided, some staying loyal, some openly critical, and some quietly plotting their next moves. The emotional stakes reportedly escalated to a level where even longtime friends, reportedly, feared the fallout could destroy relationships permanently, as if that weren't enough. Insiders claim another layer of betrayal surfaced. Supposedly, a leaked snippet of unreleased music appeared online, allegedly sent by someone within Drake's inner circle. The leak reportedly caused immediate tension, with Drake confronting the suspected culprit. Emotions reportedly ran high, with shouting, tears, and accusations flying. Reportedly, Drake said, "You don't respect this empire or the people who built it." The accused allegedly responded, "It's not about disrespect. It's about survival." Sources claim that the confrontation ended with both parties storming out, leaving the studio filled with uncertainty and suspicion. Fans reportedly noticed subtle signs of the ongoing chaos. Insiders say social media exploded with speculation, cryptic messages, and fan theories. One post allegedly read, "Drake's vibe is off. Something big is happening." Others pointed out subtle social media activity from Kendrick and Cole, claiming they were sending quiet messages to the public, fueling the drama even further. Insiders say the digital conversation became a battlefield, with fans picking sides, creating memes, and sharing rumors at an unprecedented pace. The emotional stakes reportedly weren't just private, they were public. And the pressure was mounting. Sources also claim that Drake allegedly faced financial instability behind the scenes. Allegedly, several questionable business deals and mismanaged contracts left parts of his empire vulnerable. Insiders reportedly described Drake as paranoid, checking everything twice, questioning loyalty at every turn. Reportedly, he began contacting former collaborators, industry mentors, and old friends, attempting to secure his position while rebuilding trust. One insider said he's trying to hold it together, but it feels like everything is slipping through his fingers. The financial rumors reportedly added even more tension, both behind the scenes and in the public eye, fueling speculation that Drake's empire could face a dramatic collapse if not handled carefully. In the midst of all this, Kendrick and Cole allegedly continued their calculated approach. Cole reportedly reached out to Drake's former collaborators again, under the guise of friendly networking, while secretly evaluating the loyalty of Drake's team. Kendrick allegedly held private meetings with industry insiders, analyzing potential opportunities and preparing for any shifts in the rap hierarchy. Fans reportedly interpreted interviews, lyrics, and social media posts as signs of an impending showdown, creating a climate where the drama was not just behind closed doors, it was fully public, messy, and impossible to ignore. The emotional toll reportedly extended beyond the studio and social media. Insiders claim that Drake was increasingly isolated, trusting fewer people, and obsessively monitoring every interaction. Reportedly, he began questioning long-term partnerships and reevaluating relationships that had lasted years. One insider said, "It's like he's in a state of constant vigilance. He's trying to figure out who's loyal and who's playing games. And it's exhausting." Emotions reportedly ran high, with the line between personal and professional relationships blurring, creating a volatile environment where every conversation could spark conflict. As Part 3 unfolds, sources hint at an upcoming confrontation that insiders say could be explosive. Reportedly, Drake planned a major announcement or public appearance meant to assert control, while Kendrick and Cole's teams were allegedly preparing responses designed to highlight his vulnerabilities. Emotions ran high, not just behind the scenes, but also online, with fans debating, arguing, and predicting every move. Insiders say that the combination of internal chaos, public speculation, and strategic positioning has set the stage for a showdown that could redefine the rap's hierarchy entirely. As the drama escalates, insiders claim that new alliances began forming. Some of Drake's former collaborators allegedly started reaching out to Kendrick and Cole, sensing instability and wanting to secure their own positions. Reportedly, this created even more tension within Drake's inner circle, as longtime associates felt betrayed, confused, and fearful of the next move. One insider described the atmosphere as electric, tense, and unpredictable, with trust eroding rapidly and loyalties shifting like sand. The alleged strategic positioning of Kendrick and Cole reportedly only added fuel to the fire, making the drama even more intense. Part 3 reportedly closes with a cliffhanger that insiders say could change everything. Allegedly, Drake was preparing a significant move, whether a public appearance, a music release, or a major statement, while Kendrick and Cole's teams were ready to respond in ways that could expose vulnerabilities, shift loyalties, and create new alliances. Emotions ran high across the board. Fans, collaborators, family, and insiders alike anticipating the next explosive development. Insiders claim that the empire was teetering, with pieces scattered and the next chapter promising shocking confrontations, unexpected alliances, and twists that fans could not have imagined. The drama reportedly reached a fever pitch as insiders claim Drake was preparing for what could be the most high-stakes move of his career. Allegedly, he scheduled a secret studio session with a few of his most loyal collaborators, intending to record a track that would address all the rumors, leaks, and alleged betrayals once and for all. Emotions reportedly ran high from the start, with tensions so thick that some staff allegedly felt like they were walking into a battlefield. Reportedly, Drake began the session by saying, "I'm tired of the lies, tired of the rumors, and tired of people thinking they can control my empire." Tonight, we fix this. The room was reportedly electric. Every eye on him, every ear listening. As if the atmosphere alone could ignite an explosion. Sources claim that midway through the session, a shocking twist occurred. Allegedly, one of Drake's longtime collaborators confronted him directly, accusing him of losing touch with reality. "You think you're untouchable, but everyone can see the cracks," the collaborator allegedly shouted. Emotions reportedly ran high, with Drake reportedly slamming his hand on the console. Shouting back, "I've built more than you can imagine, and I'm not done yet." Insiders say the confrontation lasted hours, with both sides refusing to back down, leaving the air in the studio tense, charged, and unpredictable. Meanwhile, Kendrick and Cole were allegedly watching everything unfold from the sidelines. Sources say Cole reportedly hinted in a private conversation that sometimes empires crumble faster than you expect, while Kendrick reportedly told insiders, "You can see it coming if you pay attention." Fans reportedly picked up on subtle cues in social media posts, cryptic lyrics and interviews sparking speculation about a potential public showdown. Insiders claim that the combination of Drake's internal chaos and Cole and Kendrick's strategic patience had set the stage for a dramatic collision that no one was prepared for. As if that weren't enough, insiders claim new family drama emerged during this period. Reportedly, a family member allegedly threatened to leak personal details to the media, saying, "People need to know what's really happening behind closed doors." Emotions reportedly ran high, with shouting matches, tears, and accusations of betrayal dominating conversations. Insiders say Drake attempted to mediate, but the family reportedly remained divided, leaving personal relationships fractured and adding another layer of tension to the already volatile situation. Sources also claim that financial instability reached a critical point. Allegedly, several key business partners considered pulling out of deals due to mistrust and confusion. Drake reportedly called late-night emergency meetings, demanding explanations and confronting partners face-to-face. One insider said Drake's fury was palpable. He felt betrayed by people he trusted for years, and he didn't know who to believe anymore. Emotions reportedly ran high as partners defended their decisions, some apologizing, some deflecting blame, and some quietly preparing to shift allegiances. Meanwhile, Kendrick and Cole allegedly executed subtle but strategic moves behind the scenes. Reportedly, Cole began informal collaborations with some of Drake's former collaborators, building alliances while keeping the public guessing. Kendrick allegedly released cryptic lyrics hinting at leadership, legacy, and watching from the sidelines, fueling fan speculation. Insiders say these calculated moves only heightened the pressure on Drake, making him appear vulnerable while Kendrick and Cole quietly gained momentum. As tensions escalated, insiders claim a public event turned into an unexpected battlefield. Reportedly, Drake was scheduled to appear at a major industry award show, a platform he intended to use to reassert his dominance. However, sources say Kendrick and Cole's teams were allegedly working behind the scenes to overshadow him, subtly influencing media coverage, guest interactions, and even seating arrangements. The result, insiders say, was a chaotic night where Drake appeared confident on stage, but reportedly fuming backstage, emotions running high and control slipping through his fingers. Sources also claim that another shocking twist occurred when a longtime associate allegedly leaked a private conversation between Drake and his manager. Reportedly, the conversation revealed insecurities, doubts, and fears about the future of the empire. Insiders say Drake confronted the person responsible, reportedly shouting, "How dare you betray me like this?" After everything we've been through, the confrontation allegedly left the studio in stunned silence, with emotions so raw that some insiders feared the fallout could permanently damage key relationships. Amid this chaos, insiders say that Kendrick and Cole's calculated patience reportedly paid off. Reportedly, they began publicly hinting at upcoming projects collaborations, and tours that position them as stable, focused, and in control, exactly the contrast to Drake's volatile situation. Fans reportedly exploded online, debating loyalties, speculating about future showdowns, and dissecting every interview, social media post, and song lyric. Insiders claim that the combination of Drake's empire teetering and Cole and Kendrick's strategic positioning created a perfect storm for what many are calling the most dramatic chapter in modern rap history. Sources say the tension allegedly culminated in a final confrontation during a private dinner between Drake, family members, and his closest collaborators. Reportedly, emotions ran high as accusations flew, tears were shed, and alliances were questioned. One alleged moment included Drake shouting, "I've given everything to this empire, and now it feels like everyone is against me." While another family member reportedly replied, "You can't see it, but your empire is cracking, and you need to face the truth." Insiders say the dinner ended with everyone storming out, leaving the room charged with unresolved tension, broken trust, and uncertainty about what would happen next as the dust settled. Insiders claim that Drake's empire was left teetering, fractured by betrayal, financial instability, and public scrutiny. Reportedly, Kendrick and Cole's patient moves had positioned them as poised to take advantage of the situation. While fans continued to speculate about the next major development, the alleged chaos, confrontations, and strategic moves reportedly left everyone, family, collaborators, fans, and industry insiders, on edge, waiting to see whether Drake could reclaim control or whether the empire would crumble. Entirely. Part 4 reportedly closes with a dramatic cliffhanger. Insiders say that a major announcement, music release, or public appearance could either solidify Drake's dominance or expose the full extent of his vulnerabilities. Emotions ran high, trust had eroded, and the stage was set for a showdown that could redefine the rap hierarchy forever. Fans, insiders, and industry players were reportedly holding their breath, anticipating the next explosive twist in the saga. A chapter that insiders claim would go down in history as one of the most dramatic moments in modern music. So here we are, standing at the edge of Drake's empire, watching as everything he built teeters on the brink. Insiders claim that the combination of family drama, leaked secrets, financial instability, and the strategic patience of Kendrick and Cole has created a situation no one could have predicted. Fans are shocked. Emotions ran high across social media, and industry insiders reportedly can't stop talking about what comes next. Will Drake rise from the chaos and reclaim his throne? Or has the empire finally begun to crumble for good? The suspense is palpable, and the stakes couldn't be higher. One thing is clear: nothing is off limits anymore. Relationships have fractured, alliances have shifted, and every move, whether on social media, in the studio, or behind closed doors, carries enormous weight. Insiders say this is not just a story about music, it's about power, loyalty, survival, and reputation. The tension between Drake, Kendrick, and Cole has fans speculating nonstop, with every leaked snippet, cryptic tweet, and public appearance dissected for hidden meanings. The empire's future is uncertain, and the drama isn't slowing down anytime soon. We want to hear from you. What do you think will happen next? Can Drake pull himself together and secure his legacy? Or are Kendrick and Cole ready to claim the crown? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your theories, and don't hold back. Fans are divided and every opinion counts. Make sure you hit that like button if you've been following this saga from the start. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on every twist and turn of this explosive story. Stay tuned, because insiders claim that the next chapter in this rap drama could change everything you thought you knew.